OSBC News.
In the meantime, the management and staff of Osun State Broadcasting Corporation have expressed profound appreciation to the governor, Mr. Adeboye Oyetola, for speedy response at redeeming the state media conglomerate from the recent strict action of the broadcast regulatory body against a list of a media network in the country. The OSBC expressed gratitude to the governor for paying all OSBC stations' outstanding broadcast licenses fee up to date. A release signed by the PRO of the corporation, Mr. Gbenga Faminu, was grateful for the unparalleled leadership of Governor Adeboye Oyetola for the procurement of UPS, modern cameras, satellite uplink system, and the StarTimes carriage subscription for all OSBC. He promised that the Osun State Broadcasting Corporation will continue to perform optimally with outstanding standard, with the support being provided by Governor Adeboye Oyetola. The chairman, All Progressive Congress APC, Prince Gbenga Faminu, has accused the handlers of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, of making a mountain out of molehill on the election petition tribunal issue, apparently reacting to the volumes of the defense-binded document submitted by the Defense Counsel of the governor-elect, Senator Ademola Adeleke. Prince Faminu alleged that the revelation of the bailies was a proof that there was evasion of service, according to the APC chairman, until it became a legal issue and the directive that substituted services be made by the tribunal. The alleged attack related by the bailiff was indeed true. It was recalled that the Defense Counsel of the governor-elect, Senator Ademola Adeleke, had on Monday filed a 1,622-page document in response to the petition by Governor Adeboye Oyetola and his party, the All Progressive Congress, before the Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Osogbo. Beneficiaries of Osun State Primary Health Care Board Medical and Surgical Outreach have commended Osun State government for its commitment towards the well-being of its citizens. They gave the commendation by acknowledging the commitment of the state government to the healthy living of the citizenry. OSBC reporter Ayo Bambi Akomolafe now reports.
2 months ago, Osun State's Public Health Care Board began their occasional medical and surgical outreach with the aim of extending free medical attention to citizens of the state. The outreach, which started its first phase in June, recorded success and was described to be one of the visible achievements of the state government by citizens, considering the large number of beneficiaries who took part in the outreach. This prompted the board to kickstart the surgical aspect of the outreach yesterday at Iwo, Osun West Senatorial District of the state. Speaking with OSBC, the Director of Medical Services and Disease Control, Dr. Adedayo Aderibibi, explained that those who benefited from the first phase of the outreach have been adequately treated of diagnosed ailments without paying a dime. He said the board conducted screening in order to identify ailments that could be treated within the capability of the health facilities available, as he referred to patients being given surgical attention at the primary health care facility in Iwo yesterday, while they referred patients with severe ailments to hospitals with higher facilities.
My message to the people of Osun State is that they should continue to support the government, because this is one of the programs that government has done to aid in improving the health of our citizens in Osun State. So I enjoy all citizens of Osun State to continue to cooperate with government, and we know that definitely we are going to reap the benefits of democracy.
Speaking in the same vein, the Director, Primary Health Care Board, Osogbo Local Government Area, Dr. Kayode Adeoye, revealed that the outreach started as a result of the state government's consideration of the masses with ailments that cannot afford health care in the state. He added that all it takes to be a beneficiary of this medical outreach is to be a citizen of the state without having to pay a penny. He said the second phase, which started yesterday, will end tomorrow, adding that it is a continuous movement and will cut across all parts of the state.
Many people in there that are having this issue, but no money, paucity of fund. As you see them today, come to various local government to this place, you can see we have challenges, but the money to do it, maybe to do this procedure, is not there. So this is why the board under the state government, now try to call us so that we can just at least allow these people from the community to benefit, and that is what we have come to do today.
Some of the beneficiaries who spoke in separate interviews with OSBC News, including Mr. Razak Olugunde, Mr. Moshood Olalekon, Mr. Sunday Afolabi, and Mrs. Felicia Ajayi, appreciated the state government for paying medical attention to citizens, as they revealed that many of them have been down with one ailment or the other for a long time without being able to afford adequate medical help needed. They urged the state government to continue the outreach, considering the fact that it's a life-saving one and would save other citizens like them who are yet to partake in the medical outreach. Ayobami Akomolafe, OSBC News.
We are opening a series of reports on Osun 31 with a recap of the journey so far.
When Osun State was created out of the old Oyo State in August 27, 1991, by the then military head of state, General Ibrahim Babangida, 31 years ago. It was a mixture because of the challenges of what many regarded as teething problems that often confront a new project. On another hand, the birth of Osun State elicited joy because it was a dream come true. The people had yearned for accelerated development. 31 years down the line, that singular act, creation of the state, has indeed revved up the pace of economic growth and development in the state. Taking a retrospective look at the state since its creation, it could be emphasized that the state has been blessed with administrators, civilians, and military whose aims were to develop the state and make its work shoulder high among committee of states in the federation. The state could be said to be a product of determination by its founding fathers, who struggled and labored assiduously and conscientiously to achieve the creation of the state. All the past civilian governors and their military counterparts tried their best at various times in the history of the state to add their own quotas to its success story. Then Colonel Leo Shegun Ajiborisha was the first military administrator of Osun State. He was there from August 1991 to January 1992.
I am about to release the appointment of the team that will pilot all the administration of the new state. Therefore, the former acting Chief Judge of Oyo State, Honorable Mr. Justice Adi Abara, is now the acting Chief Judge of Osun State. The former commissioners in Oyo State, who are indigenes of Osun State, have now been redesignated Assistant Special Advisors, and I have decided to assign them portfolios as follows. Mr. O.A. Otajolo will be the Attorney General, as well as being in charge of Justice Affairs. Chief Ademola Shadiwe, Finance. Dr. Oluwole Onowumi, Health. Mrs. Sirifatu A. Ajao, Agric, Commerce and Industry. Engineer E.A.A. Bamuboni, Information, Social Development, Youth and Sport. Lieutenant Colonel P.O. Odediro, retired, will be in charge of education. The Ministry of Works, Housing and Transport will be directly supervised by me as the military administrator.
Late Alhaji Isiaka Adetunji Adeleke was the first civilian governor of the state. He came into power on the platform of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, in January 1992 and left in November 1993. Then Colonel Abel Akale of Engineering Construction Regiment, Ede, stepped in as a stopgap administrator for 3 weeks between November and December 1993. Anthony Udofia, who was then a Navy commander, was the administrator from December 1993 to August 1996. Colonel Anthony Obi took over from Anthony Udofia on the 22nd of August 1996 and left in August 1998. Colonel Theophilus Bamiboye served after him from 1998 to 1999. Chief Adebisi Akande became the second civilian governor on the return of democratic governance in the state. He served from May 1999 to May 2003. Prince Olagunsoye Oyinlola succeeded Chief Bisi Akande and was the governor from May 2003 to November 2010. Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola was the governor of the state from November 2010 to November 2018. Incumbent Osun Governor Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola has not only fully sustained and built on the legacies of his predecessors, but is pulling resources, however hard it is, to surpass their achievements. He assumed office on the 27th of November 2018. OSBC News salutes the good intentions of Governor Oyetola and all past governors and military administrators for putting the state on a sound footing of growth and development. 31 years after its creation, Osun has justified its existence as it has developed its full potentials and leapt steps ahead of its peers. OSBC News appreciates the people of the state for always keeping up with the Omoluabi ethos synonymous with Osun. It believes that the greatest honor that could be bestowed on the founding fathers of the state is for all and sundry to join hands with government at all levels in effort to spread developmental projects to every nook and cranny of the states.
The report was put together by Abimbola Babatunde of our News Directorate and read by Oluchi Amuda. Comment now is our mid-news message. Stay tuned.
pẹ̀lú ohun ìpè glo yín òun ló bá tán lówó bá dé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀rọ̀ báwo la ṣe máa so NIN number wa mọ́ òpó ìpè glo line wa. ó simple ìwọ testa 109i.
irú àwa tí a wà ní nọ́mbà ìdánimọ̀ NIN yìí rárá ń kọ́.
ẹ lọ sí ẹ̀ka ilé ìtajà glo kẹ́ ẹ lọ fi orúkọ yín sílẹ̀ níbẹ̀ òun lè bá ṣe lówó bá dé. ẹ dákun ẹ jọ̀wọ́ báwo lèmi náà yóò ṣe jàǹfààní káàdì ìpè ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ogún náírà ọ̀fẹ́. ṣé ẹ rí àwọn oníbàárà glo tuntun àti àwọn tó ti wà ńbẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ǹjẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo wa pátápátá òun la láǹfààní àti jẹ káàdì.
èmi náà mo ti gba ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ogún náírà.
Now welcome to our sports segment. Novak Djokovic says he will not be able to travel to New York to compete at the US Open, the last Grand Slam of the year that begins next week due to current US rules that require travelers to show proof of full COVID-19 vaccination. Omotayo Adebodo now completes the story.
Salisu Yusuf has admitted that the first leg of their 2023 African Nations Championship CHAN qualifying features against the Ghana's Black Star Team B this weekend will be very tough and explosive, but assured that home Eagles have the qualities to get a good result away from home. The Black Galaxies of Ghana host the first leg in Cape Coast this Sunday, while the home Eagles will welcome them at Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, on Saturday, 3rd of September for the second leg. The winner over the two legs will qualify for the 2023 African Nations Championship in Nigeria, scheduled to hold from 8th to 31st of January 2023. In the meantime, Novak Djokovic says he will be unable to travel to New York for the US Open, which begins next Monday. Djokovic did not defend his Australian Open title in January because his COVID-19 vaccination status led to him being deported from the country. Since October 2021, the United States has banned non-vaccinated visitors, and the Serb Djokovic had hoped to compete, but he wrote on his Twitter handle today, "Sadly, I would not be able to travel to New York this time for US Open. The 35-year-old won his 21st major title with victory at Wimbledon in July, leaving him one behind Rafael Nadal's all-time men's record, but will miss out on another chance to add to his tally. Omotayo Adebodun, OSBC News.
Angola's parliamentary election have been counted, and provisional results show that the ruling MPLA parties are ahead with a 52% majority, while their main opposition rival have 42%. Taufikat Abdulhakim has the rest of this and more from our foreign desk.
The Commission said on Thursday that 86% of ballots had so far been counted, which suggested that former Marxist People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola was likely to extend its near 5-decade stint in power, giving President Joao Lourenço had so far been counted, which suggested that former Marxist People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola was likely to extend its near 5-decade stint in power, giving President Joao Lourenço a second 5-year term. The National Union of the Total Independence of Angola, the opposition party led by Adalberto Costa Jr., did not immediately respond. UNITA dismissed the first votes announced by the Commission earlier on Thursday as unreliable. The MPLA has been led since 2017 by President Joao Lourenço. CNE said the opposition National Union for the Total Independence of Angola, which is led by Adalberto Costa Jr., received 33.85%. However, UNITA said the initial count was not reliable. Meanwhile, Japan's police chief had said he will resign over the killing of former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. It suffered 2 bullet wounds to his neck and damage to his heart, doctors said. Local police have already acknowledged undeniable flaws in security for Mr. Abe. Mr. Abe.
That report concludes